with us yesterday? Last night, I should say. If you weren't, you missed a powerhouse. Oh my goodness, it was fantastic. Minus all the little bloops and blunders, we had a fantastic show. I mean, as far as quality, there's nothing you could have possibly wanted. We were able to bring back our relationship clinic with the Hills, and they were phenomenal. They ended up, see, this is why I always tell people you got to go back and listen, because even though they were new questions for the Hills, they weren't new questions in its due time conversation. There's no way you could listen in the morning and not have caught those little answers that you had questions to from the morning. So if you have not been listening to the morning show, then let me tell you, you gotta listen. Get up 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. while you listen, get dressed, make your coffee, cook your breakfast on your way to work, or make sure you listen in the nighttime, because the Hills, Pastor AJ and Our Lady A, they nailed it. Even the due time crew was like, whoa. So you want to be able to make those connections and get that wow moment with the rest of us. But I tell you, they really touched on some real information that you need if you're even thinking about getting married. You want to make sure you take those advice tips and make sure you go back and listen if you didn't. Because if you didn't hear those, don't even think that you're getting married and you're going to have enough equipment with you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And we had our ladies, the woman behind the man, Our Lady Tamitra, Our Lady Tiffany, and Our Lady Amy. Oh, they laid it out. And here's what I love about the ladies. Like the Hills, they kept it real. They really kept it real. They said, hey, I don't know about not being, respectful all the time. But here's the best thing that I liked about it. They really said that they really catch themselves. And you know what? Now we know that the Spirit of the Lord is working, because you're not going to always do right initially. You may go 5 steps in before you realize, whoa, wait a minute. Like Lady Tamitra said, I got to step back and I go, yo, this, you know what? I can't do this. And these women these days, they're not thinking about this kind of stuff. So we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need, whether you're in a marriage, in a relationship, or even single, because this will prepare you for going forward. And I always tell people, you used to tell me all the time, well, we don't listen to praying for my husband or the impactful prayer for him because we're not married. You don't have to be married, but I want you to remember something what Pastor Steph always says. The job don't get started the day you standing at the altar saying, I do. You got to have those components ready. So yesterday, that's exactly what happened. Now, I started off yesterday just talking about Lady Tamika's opening and how great it was, and the fact that she wasn't interrupted by our shutdown of the Wi-Fi. Well, I was wrong. I'm sorry. So I promise you that we will make that video available before this week is out, because we can't steal her time. We can't steal her shine. We were at the peak of that song, and here we go. Whoop. So the enemy has been running rampant, but that's all right, because this week's theme is Lord, send the light. And we have been asking God to send the light. So as long as God is answering our prayer, the enemy can never win. The enemy cannot win. So I got to ask you, where were you this morning? Were you listening this morning? This morning was off the hook. We had Pastor Shauna was missing. I told you that yesterday. She was missing, but she was on. So, Pastor Ed, Minister AJ, we were talking and we were doing our church folk thing, because, Tuesday's church folk thing. And the conversation got spontaneously into how come people sit in church and they just go, how you get dressed, go there, plan to serve God, and all you do is sit there. and everybody else around you is praising God and worshiping Him, and you just sitting there. Well, the Lord said, get them up out their seats and get to testifying. And it turned out to be a testimony period. Oh, my. Did they testify? They testified about illness. They testified about God paying the college bills. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Even Lady Tamika she got to preaching today. Yeah, yeah. That's how much she was testifying. So, it was an experience like none other. In 27 weeks, this was our 27th week, and we had not had that experience yet. But you know what? That's because God is says step your game up. So we got to move with the flow of the Lord. So here we are. We're at Church Folk Night. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. We got some good stuff coming for you tonight. We've got so much information that you're going to get. And guess who is co-hosting with me today? Oh, I got to get my heels back. Pastor AJ Sr. and Lady A are back with me tonight. Come on in the room with me. Come on in the room. I need to see them. I want to look. I want to talk. I want to look. I want to talk.
My sister, we're back. We in here.
How are you?
We are strong. How you be?
I am well, thank you. I got my prayer.
Thank
you so much for
That's what I'm here for.
Again today. It's amazing. It's amazing. You two were absolutely amazing yesterday. What do you think about yesterday's segment?
It was absolutely middle of hood. It was dope. It was so dope.
He don't know how to be hood. He's never even been to the hood.
But it was good. It was so good. We talked about you on the broadcast this morning and how you just nailed, you two of you just nailed our conversation. So like we said yesterday, we know God, we're on God's path, because anytime you're way out where you are and we're way over here and you're hitting the nail on the head and you didn't even know what we were talking about.
That's just like God, ain't it?
Absolutely. So what are you looking forward to today?
We got some stuff to get into, and I just can't wait. We're gonna do the church folk, my 2 cents, and we got some other people that's gonna be on to show some products. So I'm looking forward to getting down and dirty. Let's do this. Let's make it happen.
All right. Hey, Lady A, what you looking forward to tonight?
So I'm literally wanting to hear this whole my 2 cents thing. I've been waiting on that part because I got Christmas dad.
Okay. All right. Well, we are definitely going to do it big tonight. Ever since we spoke about doing this project together, I have been so looking forward to working with you two. You two are a blast. I love it. So,
thank you.
Oh, thank you. So we're gonna get our night started, and you just sit back. You have our schedule. You know when you're gonna be coming in, and let's kill them tonight.
Let's make it do what it do.
All righty. All right. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dara Bragg, and I am a director, producer, writer, educator, author, and the CEO and founder of Success in the Arts Inc., aka SITA, opening up the entertainment industry to see what's inside. SITA was born in 2010, and in 2011 we had our first event, which was a SITA conference, and it was a major success. What we did was we brought in entertainment insiders to speak to attendees about their journey to success. Then a vision came about, and the SITA Awards was born in 2017. And the SITA Awards brings artists together from filmmaking, playwriting, choreography, and we honor those different genres and more for their artistry and for their special, innovative, unique projects.
Make me feel like I'm special.
A piece of a legacy that was always very, very important.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Tamala Baldwin. Last year, I had the opportunity to attend the SITA Awards, not only as a guest and nominee, but ultimately as a winner. You pretty much are surrounded by beautifully dressed people that are in your field, actors, writers, producers, directors, and they're all there to celebrate the arts.
Hello world, it's your favorite director, and I just want to give a huge shout out to the SITA Awards. I had the honor and pleasure of being a part of this award show for 2 years straight, and I just have to tip my hat off to the people that run SITA Awards. It's such a beautiful award show. They really care about the arts, they really care about the people, and I'm just honored, like I said, to be a part of it and to be able to call them family now. And I encourage anybody to get involved with the SITA Awards, whether it's just volunteering, whether you're submitting films, submitting your work, or you're just showing up as a fan of the arts.
I met Dara Bragg a few years back from my good friend Alve Alexander, who also has been a part of SITA for so many years. So I've spoken on different panels at SITA, sharing my story, you know, all the adversity I've experienced and also the triumphs. SITA is definitely where you need to attend so that way you can network and meet other artists that have the same dreams and aspirations as you do.
Hello, my name is Terry Khan, and I am the proud recipient of the 2017 SITA Awards for Best Web Series. This was one of the greatest accomplishments for me. I did not expect to win, and I look forward to this year and next year and many more years to come.
So if you're looking for an outlet, if you're looking for a support system,
If you're looking for something fabulous to do,
Whenever you see the words success in the arts,
I encourage y'all to get involved with the SITA because
definitely check out the SITA Awards.
come and join us.
come out to SITA and be a part of this amazing experience.
they're doing great things out there.
It will be a memorable and great experience.
You know, you'll have a great time.
I would go again and again and again.
Keep doing what y'all do.
Thank you so much for all of your support.
I'll see you all soon.
Thank y'all.
Thank you again.
And I hope to see you at the next Success in the Arts seminar or Success in the Arts SITA Award Show. Thank you.
What an introduction to the SITA Awards. But we don't just have the video. We have our girlfriend, Mrs. Dara Bragg, the founder of the SITA Awards with us. So let her come on in the house.
Hello,
Hey, Dara, how are you?
I'm fine, and you? How's everything? Let me see where I need to go. Okay, yeah. How you doing, Stephanie?
I am well. You got everybody with you?
Huh?
Oh, okay. I thought we had another guest. I was getting excited.
No, it's just me.
I said I thought we had another guest. I was getting excited.
Oh, okay.
It's so good to have you with us. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. So we saw this wonderful video, this introduction of the Sitter Awards. So I want you to tell us, you're going forward in this COVID pandemic and the social distancing. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to make the sitters happen?
We're gonna make this happen. Like I told my team, I said, yeah, we could do it virtually, just like all the other awards that's been going on, like the BET, and I think the Choice Awards also is going to be was virtual. But I said it's not the same. It's not the same as really, dressing up and interacting and connecting with people. And we're going to make sure that we are safe. We're going to you have to come in with a mask. There's going to be a station with for you to sanitize your hands and everything. And of course, social distance is going to be in place. So we're going to do it. And like I said, I know some people are apprehensive,
All right.
skeptical about coming. I can understand that because, this pandemic is no joke. It's no joke. But still, I want to have that connection that we always have with the
So now I'm all masked up. I got my hand sanitizer. I got my temperature check. What do we have to look forward to this year's sitters that hasn't been like any other year?
But there's going to be a surprise introduction because usually we have dancers that open up the show. This year's going to be a surprise. I don't want to spoil it and tell what the activity is going to be. But it's going to be a surprise. We're still going to have our band. We're going to have our performers. We're going to have our honorees and awardees. So it's going to be the same exact way that it has been since 2017.
Okay. So tell us some of the awards you give. For what categories?
We give award for Best Film Short, Best Web Series, Best Actor in a Film, Best Actress in a Film. We also give special awards to people in the community for their service, like a elected official will get the Civic Leadership Award. Somebody who's in church, like a pastor, whatever, can get the Faith Leadership Award. So we get, and of course, definitely the humanitarian. So those are the awards that we basically.
All right.
And then we have this award that my team made up. It's called Our Choice. So you don't have to be nominated for that. It's just that we get together and we decide whether we're going to, nominate your film. It could be animation. It could be documentary. It could be whatever, but it's called Our Choice. We make the choice. It's not that you're going to be nominated and be against people. We just choose you.
Okay. I want to know if I still got her.
I'm here.
Myself.
I'm here.
I can see you now. So I had an opportunity to talk to Brother Al Bynum today, and he told me that he was nominated for a Sitter Award. Is that correct, or is he pulling my leg?
Oh no, he's not nominated yet. He just submitted his work, his film.
Okay.
He submitted his film. He wasn't nominated yet, but yeah, he did submit his film. He did do that.
Okay, so I vote him in.
You gonna have a lot of filmmakers upset. But yeah, he submitted his work. I told him, I encourage people and independent artists to submit their work because that's what, just like I remember when I used to be a part of your award show. This is for the community. This is for independent artists. This is for people who don't have the opportunity to showcase their work of art. So that's why I started the Sitter Awards. Well, it started with a seminar though.
Oh, okay.
We did a seminar first. And that's when we had like panel discussions and we also had like workshops and different things like that. And then I don't know. The Lord just touched me and said, okay, you've been watching all these shows with your daughters all the time, these award shows. You can do this yourself.
That's right.
So I told my team, I said, look, the Lord spoke to me, gave me this vision, so I want to do the Sitter Award show. They was like, okay, come on, let's go. Because they know sometimes I think outside the box and I'm, that's just how I am. and I'm going to find a way to do it. If I want to do something, the Lord gives me a vision, I'm going to bring it to fruition some kind of way. It may cost money, it may cost, getting a group together, whatever, I'm going to do it. Just like.
Oh my gosh. You don't understand. You are the second person last night and tonight. We talked about that today, about God just giving you the vision and just moving on it. You don't sit around and wait for people to say, okay, or let me pray about it. God is already giving you the vision, and you got to move when God says move. So now that we have our It's Due Time with Pastor Steph, I would love to come and be on like the sidelines so we can put some of your stuff in our segment, and we can put it on our Facebook page, our Closer Walk page, and whatever we can do to help you now that I got this platform, then we got to work together to get the word out. So tell us the date and the place and the time of the SITA Awards this year.
Okay, so the date is Saturday, December the 19th. It's going to be at Jamaica Performing Arts Center, 153-10 Jamaica Avenue. We're going to have a gold carpet. We don't have red carpet. We have a gold carpet. Yeah. And that's going to be at 6:30. And it's going to be a little cocktail hour too,
Okay.
My partner, she makes something called the SITA Sips. So it's a little something that she makes up, and they really enjoy it, And one of my band leaders, he plays music in the the vestibule area before they go inside the theater.
Nice.
But I'm Steph, I'm just really excited because at first I was saying, Lord, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it, with this pandemic. People may not show up or whatever. But I'm like, if there's like 10 people in the audience, I don't care. I just want to still, honor these people who have really worked hard on their craft. So that's what I want to do. So it doesn't matter how many people come. I'm not interested in that right now. Besides, we had to cut it down due to this pandemic.
Right.
So the manager told me, said, look, if we can't have what we usually have, we have to cut it down. I'm like, fine. We'll just do it. But my main thing is to make sure that everyone is safe. Like you said, temperatures will be taken. Also, it's going to be, you have to wear a mask, but we're going to have masks there as well. I have somebody connected with, they're giving me masks so that just in case somebody forgets it, leaves it in the car, whatever, we'll have a mask for them,
Okay.
I call it the sanitation station.
You know what? Well, it's the light at the end of the tunnel, for us in the year. So, it's sometimes you as long as you take the proper precautions, you step out on faith, and this is going to be the highlight for people's year. It's been real rough for some people. So to have this at the end of the year is really going to be something nice. And, we'll be praying, for even the preparation, because we know how the preparation can be. Ooh. But again, whatever we can
I know you know.
Whoa.
The Tiffany Awards, I know you know.
Very much so. And being that you were such a big part of that event, and now that I'm kind of mobile, we're going to get on board with you. We're going to see what we can do to get, some time on It's Due Time so we can get that promotion going for you. I'm going to make that commitment. Okay?
I appreciate that.
No problem at all. We're sisters. We've been hanging around one another for a minute now.
Long time. It's been a long time. So how you doing? How are you, Steph? You good?
You know what? God is great. He's getting me through so much. When you first started having your sitters, I was much more incapacitated. But God has keeping me, so that's why I said now that I'm kind of, and I always have my daughter who can go out, I'm volunteering her. Yes, I am. I have her go out and, just at least give her a hand to whatever broadcasting we can help you with. Every little bit of broadcasting helps. So whatever we can do, I promise you, I got you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. So nice seeing you again. I appreciate your support always.
All right, no problem.
Sisterhood. That's what I'm talking about, sisterhood.
Yes, absolutely. God bless, and we'll be in touch to make
Thank
sure we
you.
get this done. Okay.
Yes, my dear. You have a great, safe evening. You take care. All right. Bye bye.
Yes. Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness.
I wear me because my melanin is not for sale. I wish somebody would have had that little boy spot with H and M put that cool as my hair on the sweatshirt. But you must remember, that the only person that has your back is God. No fear. Never be afraid to wear God. Never be afraid to wear His merchandise. Never be afraid to wear what He wants you to wear. Because all of these name brands don't give none about you. So you need to wear what you want to wear and never be afraid to be an individual.
Hey, welcome back to It's Due Time with Pastor Steph, Virtual Experience Volume 1. And we just got finished talking to Dara Bragg, the founder of the Sitter Awards. And it was so good seeing her face. You know, you don't miss people until you haven't seen them. And you don't really realize we've been quarantined since March alone, right? And now we are, I haven't seen her in years since then. So it was so wonderful to see her. Oh my goodness.
She looked happy to see you too, so that was good.
Oh. Well, she looked great, and I'm looking forward to the Sitter Awards, whatever we can do to help.
We're gonna be volunteering here.
Well,
That's what out there.
That's what mothers do. That's what mothers do. Well, listen. You always hear from Pastor KL every so mornings, and Pastor KL Frazier is is one of the Due Time crew.
Yes.
And he is some kind of character. Well, I always wonder what must it be like to be married to him? Because I've been knowing Pastor KL for a few decades now. And we got an opportunity to meet the wife, the Mrs.
Yes.
And excuse me, she has a jewelry line that she works with. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
You excited about the jewelry? That's
Excuse me. Ooh.
you got in this jewelry.
Yeah, that's why I talk about Pastor KL. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Excuse me. Ooh. That's what Pastor KL does to me. Start talking about him, I can't even catch my breath anymore. Well, oh, excuse me. We have an evening with Ms. Jovan's Bling. I hope I'm getting it right. But, invite her in the room so that she can show us, some of her jewelry line and what she does on a periodic occasion. And she told me that, in this latter part of the pandemic, she really hasn't been able to really showcase her jewelry, right? Because her family got real ill. But now she's able to, we're giving her a little spotlight. So come on in the room.
Hey, Steph.
Hey,
How y'all doing? Greetings from Bama.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, greetings from Bama. How you guys doing up there?
We are well, thank you. We are well. We're excited to have you with us. So before we get to this jewelry thing, you know what everybody's been asking?
And what's that?
How do you deal with
Pastor KL?
Sex and chocolate?
Woo!
Some branded clothing that says that. As much as he promotes that sexual chocolate.
A hot mess with that sexual chocolate. Well, I guess with that sexual chocolate, you got all this fabulous caramel, so it worked out.
Hey, girl. That's right. Claim yours. Claim yours.
Hey.
But tell us what this Jovan's bling is all about.
All right. Well, it's Miss Von's bling, and what it is this paparazzi jewelry. It's your $5 habit. We have stylish jewelry to fit any occasion, any style, any lady, any moment in your life. We call it feeding your $5 habit. So when you feed your $5 habit, I can feed my habit, called my shoe habit. Because I have a bad shoe habit. But yes, $5 bling. We also have opportunities for you to join the company, as well. And it's really nice. The jewelry sells itself. It sells itself. You need some last minute stuff. I'm your last minute jewelry lady. Just pull me up. So I think I got about 10 pieces. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I'm gonna do 10 in 10 minutes.
All right.
I'm not sure if you guys can pin this for me, but I do have payments. You can pay me through Cash App, and my Cash App is the $, Jovonne, JOVONNE 0071. So that's my Cash App. So how we're gonna do this? If you see something that you like, just put it in the chat with the number. Okay. And then how you can reach me is through my email or my phone number. Okay. And so I'm gonna put my email out there. I don't know if she can run it across the bottom, but my email is Jovonne, JOVONNE 007 @gmail.com, or you can reach me at area code 205-393-8828. So if you see a piece of jewelry and I'll have a number holding it up, just I'll tell you how many I have on hand. Okay. And then you just either way communicate with me which number that you wanted. Okay. And then I'll get in contact with you about shipping. I have a flat rate shipping fee of $3. I ship wherever you are. So if you're on the other side in Tokyo, I will get you your bling.
For $3?
For $3. Well, all the jewelry is $5.50. Okay. $5.50. So it's $5 plus tax. So I have a flat shipping rate of $3. Nice. So wherever it's going to be, shipped for $3. Also, I have online that you can shop open 24/7. So if I show something tonight that's really not kind of like what you want to wear, you can go to my online shop, and I'm gonna give you the website for that. I'm gonna say it really, really slow. And Steph, I'll email it to you later, and then you can put it out there. But my online shopping, the website is www.paparazziaccessories.com/364929. So that's online. So you want to be up in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, and you want to shop, you can shop. It's open 24/7. Okay. Fix you an account, pick you out some bling, and it'll ship right to your house. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got a few pieces I'm gonna show you guys, and as you can see, I got on my bling. Yay! Okay. But I got a few pieces I'm gonna show you guys, and then I'm gonna be gone. Okay. It won't take long. All right. This first little fabulous set Look at these. These are so cute.
White and red.
You got
Is
your
that
little, huh?
What color is that? Is that white and red?
Actually, it's a coral type color, and this is silver, and it hangs, and it has a little tassels on the end.
Okay.
And it's actually really, really cute. You can dress it up or dress it down. And as this one has the number on it, it is, if I move my fingers out of the way, 139. But they hang really, really cute. I know we didn't do a lot of summer outings this summer, but you put them on to be cute around the house. Okay, I'm at the house. So this is number 139. So if anybody likes this one, this is 139. And this is a one and done. So once this set is gone, it's gone. So this is a one and done. This was a really good seller. So I just have one left. Okay.
Okay.
All righty then. All ladies needs pearls. And since our new vice president elect is the AKA and they are pearls, I gotta represent for Lady Kamala. I have these pearls, and this is a neck, this is a bracelet, and I can't put it on my hand because I got it in there. But it's really, really nice. It's really, really cute. This is white, and it has some silver bling in it. Okay. And this one is going to be number 60. Okay. Do I have a number backwards? Nope, I can't tell. It's number 60. And I have 4 of these on hand. 4 of these on hand. These are a great seller. So, you know, any of the AKAs out there, our Divine Nine ladies, just because it's Sunday and you want to put your pearls on, you got a pearl necklace. So this is number 60. Okay. All right. Every lady needs some pearls. So maybe you don't want the white pearls. Boom. I have gray. I don't discriminate. God bless you, Sister Chocolate. All right then, Natisha. I'm gonna get him with this chocolate. I am caramel. I am not fooling with y'all on this evening. This one is number 40. And this is simple. You can dress this up with some jeans and a button down, or you can go to the early Sunday morning church service with it on. You know, pearls can be dressed up and or down. I have 4 of these on hand. So again,
I can see me rocking those with a pair of jeans and some heels. I like those.
Yes, you can rock these with some jeans and the heel. Like I said, you can dress them up or you can dress them down, Shantice. Right. So Shantice, you know, I can these can come live with you, Shantice. You know, these can come live with you, okay? So that's number 40. Okay. That's number 40. Ed Perry said caramel. I'm not fooling with y'all today. All righty then. Let's see, where was I? Oh, okay. I call this the bedrock because it looks like little dinosaur teeth. Right. I like, and this is really, really cute. Now, Shantice, you're talking about dressing this up. You dressing this up or down. I rocked this a couple of weeks ago with some cut up jeans and a plain red t-shirt. Red t-shirt. And this did everything. It gave it life. And these are the earrings, and they dangle. All our necklaces come with a complimentary set of earrings. Okay. And this earring. And these dangle. Can you see them? Yeah. Put them up right here. Right there. And I call this the bedrock. I like it. I'm trying to, okay, there we go. There we go. And it's really, really nice. And the number on this one is 43. This is this one's a one and done because I sold the other one the other day. So this is a one and done. So number 43. If you would like this, I call it the bedrock. Like I say, it's really, really cute. I dressed it up. Do you have any jewelries for the men folk? Yes, Mr. Dwayne, I do. I do have jewelry for the men folk. I got some jewelries for the men folk. I really, really do. I have bracelets. I have rings. Maybe another time Pastor Steph can pull me on and I'll do a segment for the guys, okay? But tonight it's about the ladies. But you can go on my website. I gave Steph the information, or you can contact me and we can get together and I can show you what I got, or we can go from there. Now, red is one of my favorite colors, and I love this right here. I have 2 of these on hand, and these are these are circles. These are just little circles. Nice. They're really, really cute. Too, so yeah, and this is number 99. Okay. Try to find the camera. This one's number 99. I have 2 of these on hand, like I say, and you can dress this up and dress this down. I'm like, that is the whole technique to this $5 bling. You can dress it up or you can dress it down.
Right.
Jeans and a shirt, jeans and a shirt. Or again, Sunday go to meeting. I mean, you can dress this up. Really, 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 really cute. All right, I'm gonna give you some bling. Now, Steph, because of the pandemic, we can't get out, do a lot of things. I had the pleasure of attending a wedding on last Saturday via Zoom. I got up, I put on my whole little bitty face of makeup, and I got blinged out and watched the wedding on Zoom. Oh. And yes, I did. I got dressed for the wedding. And this is what I had. These were my accessories. This, right? Okay, now I better act right. There we go. These were my accessories. I had this on with a white shirt. Y'all can tell a white shirt.
What did you wear that with?
This bling, do y'all see that blinging? Y'all see it? Bam, right there. This is what you call a conversation piece. This is I'm in the room. Because when you walk in the room, they're going to immediately see this. This is a attention drawer. And they're going to ask you, hey, that's nice. Where did you get that from? And at that point, you say, Miss Vaughn's Bling, paparazzi jewelry. It has a nice complimentary set of earrings, in which I'm going to show you. There we go. If they want to turn around, there we go. Just acting all incooperative.
Oh, I like those earrings.
These earrings, look at that. Look, Shantice, look. You can caught somebody's attention. Bam, they blinging. They are blinging. And so this one's going to be number 10. This was going to be number 10. So again, you know, the bling, and this comes in gold. And I also have it in silver. So I'm going to show you the silver in just a second. So if you're not a gold person, I also have it in silver. You get girlfriend over here. And it comes in silver as well. Look at there. That is blinging. Look at this. Look at this detail. And it has little bitty trying to get it. It has little bitty crest, you know, bling in here. And it's all about the bling, ladies. It's all about the bling. You know, this is a showpiece. This is an attention getter. You walk in the room and look at there. You're going to catch somebody's attention.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, so if you would like this one, look at Mr. See, Mr. Frazier, you see that? See, that's why here. Oh, I like number 10. Okay, well, Strider, it can come home with you. Get in contact with me. This is so if you would like number 10, just let me know whether you want number 10 gold or number 10 silver. And I have 2 of the gold and 1 silver. Wow. That's right, Natisha. $5 bling ain't never hurt nobody. That's right. Never hurt anybody. And tonight's special, Stephanie, in which I forgot to mention to you, I am so sorry. If you get 3 pieces of jewelry from me, you get a special prize. So you get a free piece of jewelry. So if anybody orders 3 pieces of jewelry, you get a piece of jewelry for free. And it's something that I just throw back.
Jewelry. Pastor Steph is buying me 3 pieces of jewelry so I can get the prize. I want
you get the prize.
Number 10 and choose the other one.
You can't be a part of the prize. You know you're always eliminated when you're.
Well, Shantice, you call me, girl. Call me. I got you. Call me. I got you. You call. I got you. Call me. All right. I'm gonna show you guys another couple of pieces, and then we're gonna get out of here. Okay. A lot of ladies like the wooden look, and I do too. It's really, really nice. If you want to say Afrocentric.
Wow.
I like this. If I can get there, we go. This is really, really. He said, I hope my wife ain't watching. My credit card is full. Ain't nobody fooling me, Mr. Dwayne. Okay, this is really, really nice. This is wood. It is wooden. And this is like a turquoise color. It's dark. It's really, really nice. And then it has the complimentary earrings to go with it. This is really, 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 really cute. And so I have 3 of these on hand. And we're going to give this one the number 66, okay? Okay. It's really, really cute. So if you're really not a turquoise type person, Miss Vaughn got you. Miss Vaughn got you because it has a cousin. And she is pink. Yes, she is pink. So she's really, really nice too. And it's like I say, it's wooden pieces. And she said your wife is watching. That's good. That's good. And so again, all necklaces come with a complimentary pair of earrings. And this necklace is really, really Nice. It's wooden pieces, and the little circular is kind of like a hot fuchsia pink. So you can dress it up and dress it down. And so you just let me know, number 66, whether you want pink and or the blue.
Okay.
All right.
Javon.
Yes.
Is the jewelry nickel free?
Yes, I do apologize. All jewelry is nickel free, so you should no one should have any issues with like breaking out or anything. All jewelry is nickel free. All the jewelry that I show again is $5 plus tax. So again, if you order 3 pieces of jewelry, you get a special mystery prize as well. I have a $3 shipping fee. And again, I gave you my information. You can get in contact with me. I really enjoyed, the evening vibe with Ms. Vaughn.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you also can reach me on Facebook. It's Miss Vaughn's Bling VIP. It's an open page, so you can just join the page. And I'm gonna get back to doing my lives at least twice weekly. I gotta work back up to it with the way that I work. But again, it is fabulous. And again, my online store is open. I'll get that information to Steph, and she can post it. And I really appreciate you guys' time. So again, it's Miss Vaughn's Bling. All bling is $5. So for $5, lady, you can't beat that looking fabulous. I'm just saying.
Right. Thank you so much. We so
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What? I mean, see, you into jewelry.
Number 40, number 10, and I gotta get the other number. I forgot, but
well, that's the best part about it. Let me remind you that this is Facebook Live. It's YouTube Live. And I didn't say the YouTube, Teresa. I didn't say the YouTube. I said it's YouTube Live. I got a correction there today. And you can go back and view it again, so you can catch up on the numbers of the number of the jewelry piece that you like. Now, I'm not a jewelry person, and this is why I brought Shantice along with me, so that I wouldn't just be nodding my head and staring in the screen. Because I don't wear, as you can see, Pastor Steph wears nothing.
Never.
And that's because I just break out so badly. So, but look at the character behind the presentation. So now we know how that is Mrs. Frazier. Okay, she's fantastic, and you got to be fantastic to deal with that chocolate piece right there. Okay, so thank you so much, Javon, for joining us today and giving us a preview of some of your pieces. And I'm sure I saw a whole lot of activity.
Yeah, a whole lot of comments.
Yeah,
and some from the men. It wasn't just the women.
Really?
More comments from the men than the women.
You know what happened? The men said $5.
Except for Dwayne, he said his credit cards are full.
Oh.
So it was $5.50. He wasn't going to buy.
Wow. Okay, so we're moving on. We got church folk coming up. We've got a prize that the Hills are going to talk about. We've got so much more. And let me tell you, at the end, we have Meet the Due Time Crew. So it's going to be after all the festivities. So let's move on. But we'll be right back. Make sure you keep it locked on It's Due Time with Pastor Steph. Virtual Experience Volume 1.
It's Due Time with Pastor Steph.
Hey everybody, it's Pastor Steph. Join us Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Blog Talk Radio, where we discuss matters of the heart, mind, and spirit. We talk about everything. Make sure you catch our church folk segment, The Switch with Shantice, the women of worship on Wednesday, and especially the men of warfare on Friday. If you miss us in the morning, that's okay. You can pick us up later on Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and so many more platforms. Make sure you don't miss us. Check it out.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was such great content. So much great, great, great.
Before we get to that prize information, I want to give a shout out to some of our viewers. And of course, you already know Pastor KL is in the house. Hey, Pastor KL. We have our friend of the show, Renee Gaynor Parker. Hey, Renee, thanks for watching. We have Al, our brother Al. Hey, Elton Atisha Moore. And of course, the tech department, Techie Talk, Dwayne McGleese. And they're all on Facebook Live. On our YouTube side, we're saying hi to the Monfistins, Serge, and Vivian. So thank you so much all for watching. Make sure you keep on commenting. Make sure you keep it going so we are definitely aware that you are there. So now we got the Hills to tell you about the prize.
We're back. We're back. Let's talk about this prize. Pastor Steph, that was all such great content. Miss Vaughn's bling.
I love her. I want to package her up and bring her to me.
And the CETA Awards, that was amazing. Yes. Amazing.
Yes.
So let's. So we have a prize to give away. I'm excited about that. And I think that this prize could actually help a lot of people. So we want to give this prize to a lucky individual, and I want to kind of give everybody a little bit of a intel about what this prize is. I want to describe this great author. Her name is April Dawn Agnew. And she has an amazing book out called Saved and Celibate.
What you say?
Wait, you could be
what? And celibate?
You could be saved and celibate at the same time.
They do that now.
Right. So, Saved and Celibate, the Christian Singles Guide to Success. I think this is a critical conversation, right? Again, the author's name is April Dawn Agnew. I want to just read this last paragraph to give you a little bit of insight about what this book is. In her book, Saved and Celibate, the Singles Guide to Success, April offers biblically sound advice and examples, personal testimonies, words of wisdom, and prayers of affirmation to encourage the single man, the single woman, or even the single teenager to live a celibate life or abstinent lifestyle successfully. She encourages singles to live faithful, free, and fulfilled. Through her book, you can learn to deny your flesh, rid yourself of the guilt and the shame, and live the abundant life as a successful and a celibate single. Listen, that's a conversation to be had.
It's a whole conversation. Because for some reason, when people would talk about celibacy, they only think that's for the women. So I'm so glad that she brought the aspect that men can be celibate too. If you out there that are seeking a celibate and saved life, or a saved and celibate life, number 3, the third person that chimes in on this broadcast through Facebook will receive this book. You're going to receive the keys to being saved and celibate. Clap it up.
So the third person that logged into Facebook, on Facebook.
The Trinity.
And you'll find out later who that is.
Right, that's right. Oh, That's a good one. I like that. I told the Hills to choose, and they have chosen and they have spoken. Say it again, Hills. Who's gonna be the winner?
Number
#3
three.
on Facebook.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you who it is because I'm gonna hold you accountable to you being safe and celibate.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, I gotta tell you, Lady A and Pastor AJ, we had April on, and
Wow.
whoa, when I tell you, you didn't even think about half the stuff that she was talking about, and we
Wow.
went through, and like you said, it's a conversation to be had. Oh yeah, it's a conversation to be had, and check her out on our go back in our archives. She was on about 3 weeks ago. So
Okay.
I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you which week she was on, and go back and listen. Go back and listen. So when you get the book, you're really gonna be, excited about having it because not only that, I'm gonna tell you something. Even if you're married, you can always give it to somebody and you can read it and help them understand. Now, this helps your ministry,
That's
and
right.
minister to people, because come on, let's talk about this for a quick minute. When people talk to you and you're involved or married and they're having a rough time, a lot of times people don't want to talk to you because they already feel like
Yeah.
you don't know nothing about
You
this.
can't relate, right?
That's right. That's right. So at least with the book, if you happen to get this book, and I encourage you to get this book, I really do, to get it, and that way God can give you the ministering tips as to
Yeah.
how to help your single friends. What do you think, AJ and Lady
And
A?
and that is so critical because people, they say, I don't want to hear what you have to say. You got somebody laying next to you every night. You got hips and thighs, triceps and biceps. You can't tell me how to be saved, single, and celibate. I need to hear from somebody that can relate.
Right.
So it's important that they can reach and have that conversation, but also understand that I ain't always been married,
That's
right? So
right.
there was a
Right.
time period where I had to, keep myself holy and pure. But that ministering tool is what you call it, and I love that. It's a ministering tool. So maybe I can't reach you, and that's okay. Because the reality is, Pastor Steph, I ain't called to reach everybody.
Right. That's
We ain't
right.
called to reach
That's right.
everybody. So if I can
That's
give you a
right.
book and you can read the book and you can extract the wisdom from the book,
That's
my job
right.
is still done.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, I love that point. I love that point. You're right. God has our harvest. He has our area. He has our vineyard. So
That's
we
right.
and we don't know everything. We don't
That's
know everything.
do not.
But let me tell you something. The battles that they're having now,
It
we
ain't the
didn't
same.
have
It
before.
ain't the
Never.
same.
Oh my God.
We didn't have that before. So if April got some answers, listen,
Listen.
I'm piggybacking. I'm piggybacking. So I thank you so much for giving us that prize information. One more time, who's the winner?
The
The
third
third person
person
on
chime in on
Facebook.
Facebook. I want to know
Okay.
who you are.
All right. So we're gonna come back with that person, and we are going to we have a nice segment coming up. We'll be right back.
Back
Hey, my name is Pastor Timothy C. Boone, and I bring you greetings from Faith Perfecting Life Center here in the beautiful city of Warner Robins, Georgia. And I'm here to talk about my new book. It is called God is Perfecting My Faith. This book was produced through the endurance and transitions that I've been through when it comes down to ministry. When I accepted my calling and accepted to pastoring, accepted the position to pastoring, of course, there were challenges that I was already dealing with before I accepted the position to pastor. And so thinking that I would yield myself to God and say yes to God, that things would be different, things would be easy. And I found out the task really didn't start, or the challenges really didn't start until I said yes to God. And there were some things that I endured, some things that I've been through that I share in this book. Listen, I want you to go get the book. It's on Amazon. You can get the book right now on Amazon. God is Perfecting My Faith. And I know it's going to bless you. God bless you.
All right, all right. So, you know what? The author profile, we have a book in our prize department from Dr. Tim. So not only do we have April's book, we have Dr. Tim's book as well. So listen, you better pay attention to these book promos, because that's what you're going to be getting. So listen, the Hills are back. Come on in the room, Hills.
I was marching
In
like a
the
Baptist
room.
church.
All right. Hey, we back. So we're excited. We're excited now to jump into this next segment. It's going to be so dope.
I
Look.
have to be mentally prepared for this.
So this next segment we're going to get into is called My 2 Cents. So what we're going to do in this moment, we're going to allow Pastor Steph and Shantice to review dun, 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 a black. Y'all like that? My sound effect? Dun, dun,
I love it. I love the build up. I love the build up.
Look, right. I was getting y'all ready. We're going to review. They're going to review a Christian movie, a black Christian movie. Now, this is like nails on the chalkboard, right? It's like nails, because sometimes we all know,
Oh,
and I love my people, but black cinema sometimes just ain't where it's at. Like, where's your Holy Ghost when you made this movie? You ain't had no. So there's this movie that came out some time ago with old boy from Eddie from Eddie Winslow. That's Steve.
That's Steve.
So Lord help her.
Steve.
Let us pray. Darius McCrary is his real name. And the movie was called The Church and something else with the title. But I really want to hear. I know that I saw this movie a long time ago. And I'm hoping that hearing Pastor Steph and Shantice talk kind of brings it back to my remembrance. But I really want to hear what y'all have to say. Your review, your outlook. Y'all got to be real now. Keep it 100. No cap. All right. Tell me what y'all think about this movie.
Y'all might have to tone it down a little bit.
Okay, so thank you so much, Lady A and Pastor AJ. You know, I have to tell you, let me tell you how we got started with even watching this variety of movies. We're Sabbatarians, and we shut down from Sunset Friday to Sunset Saturday, and that's God's Sabbath. So we don't do anything. We completely shut down. And we, when times like this time of year, it gets real hard because sunset is like 4:30, 5 o'clock. You're like, well, what are we gonna do? So we started going through. We started flipping through, Prime Video. We started looking through Netflix, and quite a few different Hulu that have all different type of Christian movies. And I gotta be honest, I'm always gonna go for us first. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with anything. I just wanted to see us. So we're flipping through. So each week we pick a different movie, and we get our popcorn, we get our soda, we get our goodies, and
then we get the boot.
Oh. So each week we're hoping that we pull up a good one. So we pull up, and I was like, yo, Shantice, Darius, but Family Matters, Eddie is on, and it's called Church the Movie. And, let's look at it. So she was like, okay, I'm down. And we turned it on. So we got some key points here that we're going to talk about.
Oh, here we go.
So, first of all, it tells us that we need to give our opinion of the movie. Okay?
Let's hear it.
How do you come from Family Matters making this nonsense? Come on. It was just no. Come on, Shantice. No, she's the worst. She's the worst to watch movies because as soon as one thing goes wrong, both of us are like, bruh.
Bruh.
Let's talk about this. What happened in the movie? Let's talk about some of the spoil. Let's spoil this stuff for them, man.
The spoiler alert is don't watch the movie. So in the movie, you have, and you can't watch no more because you can't get past this. You can't get past the last one.
I mean, she's cracking up.
You didn't miss what everybody didn't say. Never mind, because she can't stop laughing. All right, I'm very big on like how movies open. Like if your credits, if the font doesn't look proper, I'm already turned off.
The font, no.
Yes, the font. You know how like it says like such and such presents. The font was just off for me. So already I'm like, this is about to be an early Sabbath. I'm about to watch Moses free the Israelites again. Because every Sabbath I gotta watch the Prince of Egypt because that's the only thing that keeps me from breaking the Sabbath. Okay, but yeah, so it's about Darius McCrary plays, of course, the main character who his father was a pastor, had his own church, and then he ended up getting into some type of trouble, ended up getting locked up for 5 years. 5 years. Right, for some time. Ended up coming back, and of course, now he's like the black sheep. Did the father pass?
No.
Okay. Well, somehow now someone else is the pastor. His ex-fiance.
Father did pass.
Oh yeah, I think he did. His ex-fiance's father is now the pastor of the church, so he comes back, and of course the pastor is welcoming him back, but the ex-fiance, she acting all bitter and
she got on my nerves. My nerves. Every little thing he tried to do,
but yeah, she was still wearing an engagement ring. So now I'm trying to understand, if you locked up for 5 years, what you still doing with the ring on?
And you mad?
Saved and celibate.
Maybe that helped her to stay celibate. Like, well, technically I'm engaged. So then he ends up, one of his old friends from the hood comes back and of course offers him a proposition to do something crazy, but then the church ends up getting into some financial trouble. And then there was this singing evangelist. Every time this woman hit the screen, she was singing, and if I just had like a slingshot, I just wanted to like.
She sang every one of her lines. Pastor, can I have a word with y'all? We need to get these young folks. And I'm just like, but why? You not tired?
I couldn't even see myself in rehearsal with that. Like, forget actually filming. I gotta rehearse with that because you can't talk it, but then have to sing it when we hit live. And you can't. And it was just like, oh my goodness. Then you got then he ended up being put in charge in front of the kids.
Right. And they were disrespectful.
They were They were horrible. And then you had one kid who was sitting in the church with a voodoo doll.
Yes, in the church with a voodoo doll,
and was like poking him. And at first he didn't feel it when he would look at him, but then when he walked away, he would feel it. And I'm just like,
really, y'all?
I really have to sit.
No. What about the choreography? Or
it was like the broke Christian version of the Wiz. It was horrible.
They started talking. They were having a conversation, and then all of a sudden, they slid from out. Remember, they slid from out the door.
No, the best was the back seat. He gets in the car. He literally get in the car by himself. Now she didn't see it. I don't think she didn't have her glasses on. That's why she didn't see it. He gets in the car in the passenger seat. Now, if I'm getting in the car by myself, well, I'm in the passenger seat. And in the back, there's three. It was these same three characters. These two ladies and this man. And they're sitting back there like this in the dark. So I'm looking at these people. So he gets in the car all discouraged and then they just with the light and start singing, and I'm like,
no, thank you. No, thank you.
Like Jesus, this is not the way.
Oh my goodness! It was, but then they did this choreography on
the steps. On the steps, they're standing. So they went from the back seat of the truck to now they're on the step doing these temptation moves, singing to him, encouraging him about Jesus. And I'm just like, what? And I just look at her like,
what are we doing right now? Like,
I think that's Moses, he's an Israelite. I think there's another underlying message in that story than to watch this again. It was just horrible.
You know, all in all,
I don't even think it.
Don't even, if you see it come up on the suggestion box,
report it. Report it.
Report it.
Find a way to report that movie. I bet she's gonna get to him, and he's gonna think when he decides, because he wrote it or directed it or something. He was behind the scenes. I think he may want to take his name off the credit.
No, he need to take himself out the movie.
No, he think he did something. He think he did something.
Yeah,
right.
And that's what I always say. You know, these people who come from something good. You know, Family Matters was pretty popular.
That was the 90s show.
We still watch it.
Right. And you thought when you saw him, you were like, yo, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna watch this. And when I tell you, when we say, now we done seen some bad movies, but man, this one, if when Shanti says report it, yo, I didn't think about it, but I agree. Report this. Keep it moving for real. So that's our 2 cents in the matter of Church, the movie. And you know what I realized, Shanti? It took me to watching it this last time because I had to finish it, to be fair. It was a play that they turned into a movie. So that's why graphics and all the animation and all the dance routines, and it was just like watching a play. You know how you had all the all that animation we used to do back in the day. Y'all know when we had all the right, and they just turned it to a movie. So then that made sense as to why it's called. This is the look I get.
I'm glad it made sense to you.
This is the look I get through the whole movie. Her staring at me. And that's why I be laughing so much, because I can't even breathe when she's looking. But it's Church, the movie, because initially Church
was the play.
Right. But let me tell you something.
Kept that behind.
I am a playwright. And I'm going to tell you something. I've done film and I've done plays. And I'm telling you something. One thing you cannot do is convert a play to a movie.
No, Tamika, don't waste your time. She said, now I gotta watch it.
No!
That's like,
don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say we
Don't do it. This, don't do it.
No, listen, if we could think of one little piece that could, say, well, you know what, there was a message in that.
Oh, there were a whole lot of messages.
So what was the message? There had to be.
So message number one. Message number one.
Message.
Everybody can't dance.
Message.
Don't put everybody in the dance number. Message number two. she's right. Certain scenes you will put in a play, you cannot put in the
In the movie, you
screenplay.
can't.
That's what the movie is. Right. You cannot put it in the screenplay. Message number 3.
Message.
Make sure you got a team around you that love you. Because if I tried to put that,
Please tell me that it's garbage.
I would have came back to my script in pieces. Then start over. I think you must have went back, Shantice, to the old.
Just record the play.
Yeah, what did you say? What did you say?
They probably would have did better just recording the play. The
Yes,
like who does besides Tyler Perry?
No, yes, it would have worked, Lady A, because when you're in a play, you know, we're taught that when you're in a play, you have to become more animated because you're on stage.
Yeah.
So you got to get all of that stuff in. And they took everything that we have seen in plays and put it in the movie. And that's why the movie was so
Epic fail.
Yeah, it was bad. So listen, don't say you didn't hear it from Pastor Steph and Shantice. Don't do it to yourself. If you see that movie,
report it.
Wait, can we? I don't want to just bypass the fact that Sis said, and I'm gonna shut up. Sis said it was the font for her. I was done when she said font.
The font. I imagined in my mind that it was like not really black, it was gray, and like you probably seen all the squares, the pixels and stuff. Like, nope.
The font. I'm done.
Not doing it.
The font. It was the font for me.
It was just I don't. Again, I'm very big, and maybe because I was raised by somebody who just doesn't. Performing arts family. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't care if you on stage for a half a second. You better work that
Fact.
half a second.
Fact.
You better start rehearsing from a year before so that your
Fact.
half a second, whether you on stage or on camera or if you in the middle of the street, they remember who you are.
That's right.
And now I'm trying to forget who he is right now.
But that's true because a half a second and on stage or in film, it's like an hour.
Yeah. Right.
And you know, in media, that's like an hour. You gotta make that moment count.
Right. And I think also too what happens a lot of time is what we notice, it's almost like with comedians. Some comedians are great in sitcoms and movies. They cannot do stand-up. Some comedians are not great in, and I think for him, he's a lot better in sitcoms, you know, because we've seen him in Family Matters. I've watched him a few episodes of Star and, you know, a couple of, I think, Eve and stuff like that. And he was pretty good. But in a movie, in a movie, it's like, that's not your lane. You know, so I think that was a hard lesson that he had to learn. And it was harder for us
to watch.
That's why we're wondering where he is now.
Probably sitting somewhere like, I really did this.
I really wish they would take that circulation. He needs to be making that request. Because if anybody was looking to hire him for anything,
I hope they look at that first.
No, I hope they don't look at that first. Because if they do, he ain't getting the job.
He's not working no more.
He is erased.
Right.
They erasing his IMDb, his Wikipedia, his everything. It's just like, no. And again, it's so because we know his work. It's not like he's some brand new person, you know, who came. So also it's like disappointing too, like, no. And then why we gotta be so whack and dry? I know how I feel about being dry when it comes to God. It's like we so whack and dry when it comes to making movies about our spiritual life, about God. And it's just like, but why? But when it's time to smoke crack and all that,
it's a whole hype.
A whole
yeah, we good. But now it comes to God and it's pastor. And it's like we don't. If you walk around like that,
that's why the world don't want our God though.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm on for Black films, and y'all would kick me out the movie crew because I can't do it. I can't. It's horrible. So sad. It's depressing to see that. Well, this is as good as it gets. Really, like I'm not doing that.
Yeah, well, it would be both you and I, Lady A, because I bet who's gonna turn up? Because after we let the directors or somebody know what's going on, it's time to go. And it's time
where's the snack?
Right.
Right.
He done threw up a petition like, yo.
Run this by us.
Get
When y'all
out the
get to make a Christian movie, run it past Pastor AJ. over with the production. Don't even waste your money, production, or anything yet, because it's just getting crazy.
No, that was bad. That was bad. We done seen some bad ones, but that was. I mean, I don't even want to use my thumb. I'm so mad.
Don't waste your thumb, Pastor. Don't wait. But you waste that.
The rated R is for report. It's not for. What's rated R?
That's like almost
explicit.
porn. Yeah, explicit stuff. Yeah.
No, the new rated R is report.
It's been fun. It's been so much fun. You know, we coming back, and you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call up Pastor AJ and Lady A the next time we get ready to review another movie.
Please do.
We're gonna do this.
Listen. We're gonna
have virtual movie night.
Yes, I'm with it. Okay. So thank you so much for helping us out with this. We got church folk coming up next.
All get ready.
Okay, let's see this.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shantice, and I have a very serious question to ask you. Have you heard of the hottest podcast on Block Talk Radio? No? I'm sorry? You're bugging. It's due time where Pastor Steph is about to hit week 16. 16 weeks, y'all, of wisdom being dropped, of gems being dropped, of the dopest segments you could ever hear coming out of the woodworks. It's been crazy. If you've been missing it for 16 weeks, then you've been missing a whole lot. Fortunately for you, not only can you tune into us live every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., you can also click that same link to listen to past episodes. My segment, The Switch with Shantice, is also featured on this dope podcast every single Monday morning. Okay, so make sure you tune in for that. And I'm about to hit switch tip number 16. Make sure you click that link and tune in with us live.
Welcome back. Did you just get that review? Are you just joining us? Because, man, all I could do was, you don't want to look at TV with Shanti. That's all I'm telling you, because she is hilarious. But we have moved to our number one segment. We're up to our number one segment. And I want to invite our team of pastors into the room. We have our Pastor Ed. We have our Pastor Charlotte. We have our Minister AJ in the house for church folk. In the room. Hey, Pastor Charlotte. Hey, Minister AJ. Hey, Pastor Ed. And on my hills. No, that's us. That's just us. How are you?
Right.
All right. Who's that at the bottom nodding their head? Who's that at the bottom? Tell me, Teresa. Okay. Hey, is everybody's mics on? Are everybody's mics on?
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Hey, I
Can you hear me?
All right. Good evening.
And are the hills with me? I got a fifth screen. Yeah, I got a fifth screen. Okay. Well, welcome. We were on church folk this morning. I get to hear Pastor Sharon. She's getting to join us. And thank you so much for joining us. We're going to do a nice little quick segment of church folk and give them a taste of what we do every Tuesday morning and why it's number one for 27 weeks.
All right.
How's everybody?
Great.
I'm good.
Great.
All right. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about idols. I wanted to talk about idols today. And we have a habit of putting things before God. And we have been told don't put anything before the Lord, or either it's considered an idol. What do you think? Pastor Charlotte, what do you think?
Yes. A lot of times we people do put things before the Lord, and but they want God to be in the mix of everything. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll say, well, God is in it, but if you ain't bring him in it and allow him to be involved in it, where is he? Because one thing about our Jesus, he ain't pushy. If you don't want him in, he ain't coming.
That's
Amen. So we always want to bring him in. And sometimes they'll not come to church. One of the things that I found a lot of people are hear that sale that's going on in Macy's, and they'll go to the sale and not come to church. And they won't even come and bring their tithes to the church house.
all right. You already getting it started. You already getting it started. Oh my goodness. Come on, Pastor Ed. Now you got to piggyback on this thing. Now they ain't coming to church because Macy's is the idol.
Well, not just that. I mean, let's take it with people who put their money before God. I've had individuals literally tell me in church they make too much money to tithe to God. Now, if you have a problem with your money it being too much, I know God can fix that for you. He
That's
can
right.
fix it real fast.
That's
But
right.
no, many people put everything before God. Any excuse is a reason not to attend service. Anything that comes up is a reason, not to participate. So that's definitely idolatry. You're making these things greater than the God you serve.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. That whoa. Oh, they got church stuff. They passing over church and everything. Y'all done got me so excited. I'm talking to Teresa. Teresa, wait. I'm supposed to be talking to them. Oh, you see, come on, Minister AJ, bail me out. Well, let's talk about this idol thing. They talk about you not going to church. You got too much money to tithe. What say you? What are you doing over there? Give me the hills. We're laughing so much. Minister AJ always talks about how technically challenged he is. So we know that he's trying his best over there. So in the
Where
interim of getting Minister AJ, let's go to Pastor AJ and Lady Hill. We're talking about the idolatry overall. And what have you found that church people make idols?
There, Pastor.
What?
He was ready, wasn't he?
Ready.
Oh, girl. See, you
Whoa.
started something.
It's true.
Ooh, that's true. If Pastor didn't say it, or if I can't reach Pastor, if Pastor can't pray for me, I can't be healed.
Say it.
That is a big. Now listen, and I tell the folk at my church, I'm scared of God. Please don't put me in the place where he's supposed to be. And as pastors, our job is to teach you how to get to him yourself, right? But what a lot of pastors do is they create an environment to where now the people have become dependent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I've not an ability to have relationships. So pastors or food.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I love that one.
That good old gospel bird.
That's right. Minister AJ, are you with us?
What?
Is he all right?
Okay,
Is he all right?
We're gonna pray for Minister AJ. We're gonna pray for Minister AJ. I was looking at here's what we can do a round robin. And Pastor Charlene, I want you to start off our conversation with when we make our family our idols.
Oh yes, a lot of times, because one is the biggest for me is that their spouse, because the spouse doesn't come to church, so they want to stay home with him because the spouse said that I can't go, but God, God told you to go, but you choose not to go. Another with the husband, and if it's not a husband that you have or the wife, it can be either way.
You stick with the husband.
Okay, sorry.
We gotta go around the
Okay, okay. I'm so busy laughing at Minister AJ. He looked like he taking a police picture. Yeah, mugshot. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let me not look at him.
You don't like you
So
don't
the
like
husband.
idols.
Yeah, let's go back to the husband. So the husband said that he ain't gonna let you out the house. I know some people sometimes that get dressed. I know some females that have gotten dressed and their husband stood in the front of the door and he said that you're not going and they stay home with him. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And you're not using the car, you're not coming, none of that. So I do know that.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Pastor Ed, what you got?
The
What you got
children.
about the family?
When people idolize we've had individuals leave the church or not come to church because you've corrected or disciplined their children. My thing as a pastor, I look at us as being a family and dealing with them holistically. And so if the children are cutting up, acting up, to me, that's a reflection on the ministry that we're teaching them. And I have gone to the school to deal with some situations, but there are some parents that if you say the wrong, or even their children to tell them they don't feel like coming to church is too long, or something they didn't like in the service, and so the parents won't make them go to church, or the parents won't come themselves. And the truth of the matter is, you're living in my house, I'm
Oh,
paying
you
the
going to
bill.
church?
You went up.
You
That's
if I'm
right.
getting up, getting dressed, you're coming with me, because when I leave the house, everybody's leaving the house.
That's right.
Period.
That's right. That's right, Pastor Ed.
Yeah.
That's right. We're gonna try this one more time. Minister AJ, are you with us yet?
I think so. I think I'm in the building.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
Okay, so we're talking about the family being the idol. What you got to say about that?
The family being the idol, that definitely goes down. Being a parent, I see how they idolize families, and it become all about the family, especially when you family church. Only your family can do something in the church. Your family is the praise and worship leader. They're the ministers. They're the deacons. And there's people there that's more qualified than your family. But you got your family up there. They can't sing. They can't hold the note. They can't even count money. They can't do anything. But you pushing your family because it's your church. And actually your church or your family is making you look crazy, making you look foolish, but you still got them up there every week, and that's what it is. Sometimes we idolize the family, but we got to put in place who's going to do the best job.
Right. That's right. That's right. The Hills, Lady A and Pastor AJ, the family. How do people put the family and make them idols?
What you said there?
He's making her idol.
I was demonstrating the whole conversation.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think they pretty much touched on the family aspect. I would say that it's your ailment, your headache, your fever, your knuckles, your skin dry.
That's right. That's right. That's
Going
right.
out red. It's supposed to be blue.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big one. Come on, Pastor Ed, give us this your ailment thing. Oh, I like that thing.
Now she is right, and I've even seen, believe it or not, like associate pastors, associate ministers. Uh, they're never at service. You know, they can't come to Bible study, whatever is going on at the church, and they will repeatedly the same elements. Now, this is someone that is teaching others to trust God, to have faith in God. God is a healer. God is a deliverer. You know, the church house is a place for the sick, sin sick, but whatever your ailments are, but yet they can't exhibit that testimony. And so every time you talk to them, and the worst part of it is many times the particular ailment that they're talking about, they have the whole church going up in prayer for them. You're going up in prayer for them. But then the very things that are causing that ailment, you know, if it's eating the wrong foods or whatever the case may be, they keep doing it. And I'll tell them point blank, listen, don't have me
I'm
going
not
to God
praying for that no more.
interceding on your thank you on your behalf, and then you're just right back doing the same thing. Please,
You eating chitlins and
tell
hog
me.
maws and muskrat, and you.
That's right.
Yeah. What did
When
he
they come
tell
to the
Samuel?
hospital, I'm not coming to
I
see
don't
you.
hear Saul when he prays, and I ain't hearing you when you pray for Saul. So no.
Come on, Pastor Charlotte. What about the ailments?
Why are y'all talking about me? I mean, we're not pork and that salt. How dare y'all talk about me? And I get a headache.
Put that pork down. Put that pork down.
Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I feel guilty right now. I gotta repent. I'm sorry. Because that sure do happen. That do happen for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Would you say, Pastor?
No more prayer for you. That ends our prayer session. Your throat, now we know what happened with a throat, though.
No, I wish that was, but no. Okay, I'm sorry. What was the question? I'm sorry. I started laughing too much.
Lady A, she brought up the ailment thing. You know, that
Oh, yeah.
becomes our idol. We can't serve God or be in church because we got to be simple. And she said, "You're dry skin." I'm done.
Yes, a lot. Yes, one of the things that far as illness, like somebody who needs have diabetes and they have to, eat a certain amount of time, or they have to inject themselves, and they'll come late, but then they gotta leave. So, what was the purpose of you coming if you're going to leave within the next hour because you need to eat something? Then they might go and, like we have a downstairs, so they'll go downstairs to eat something and come back upstairs for maybe 15 minutes, and then they disappear again. Because, instead of knowing that you have this illness, you should eat a such and such time before you get to church and plan, you know what I mean? Because it's okay if you have that issue that you need to eat something, but don't make it all the time. And everybody can clock you. Everybody can clock you when you're leaving, when you're coming back.
At least
Yeah.
bring a plate.
Minister AJ, let's
I'm sorry, what you saying?
At least they could bring a plate for everybody else. Huh?
How about that?
Call it community.
Right.
Whatever.
That's right. That's right. Make one for all and all for one.
How about that?
Okay, let's talk about romance. Ooh. Let's talk about when romance has become the idol. Oh, shucks now. Should we start with the couple?
Don't do that.
Have mercy. Lord, prepare me.
So, Lady A and Pastor AJ, we don't know what's going on with poor little Minister AJ.
The man that got still buffering. He's still buffering, Jesus. Buffer me, Jesus.
I know he's just a little mess going on over here. So just as I'm getting ready to get to him, now his whole little screen goes silent. So we're gonna start with you, Pastor AJ and Lady A. When you make romance your idol,
Well, I think that for the most part, especially people that are looking for the right one, they will in a heartbeat forego coming to church if they feel like long leg Johnny. Listen, don't let them get a text message saying meet me here and it's church time. They're not coming to church.
Oh.
They not, because the desperation for romance. And I don't want to put all the onus on just one gender, but women who want to be married so bad and are looking for what they call their Boaz. And I hate when folks say, "Lord, send my Boaz." Boaz died. Boaz, he died. I just want to point that out while you're asking for Boaz. But as soon as Boaz show up, sis ain't been to church. She don't pay tithes. She don't come to choir rehearsal. She don't want to pass his aid no more. She don't pray on the intercessory prayer team because she been waiting for long leg Johnny. Sis ain't coming back to church.
Wow. You ain't gonna hear from her until he leaves. He gonna be like, "Well, Pastor, pray for me because he went to the store last week.
He ain't never come back."
Doing it, or they so desperate to be in a romantic situation that they can't wait to get to church. Because that thing sits right up in there.
So now I'm not coming for God. I'm coming
for my.
Yeah, you're idle.
Your idol.
I hate that term. That's another one of them terms that goes along with that church saying that we throwing out a window. I'm waiting for my Boaz.
Boaz
No,
died.
God didn't name your husband Boaz. Stop. Cut it out.
Yeah, you can do
Boaz
it
be like, he got to be like 2,000 years old. You don't want Boaz.
Boaz is dust. I don't think he's dust anymore. He's dissipated.
And that's why your last relationship was dusty. It was a dusty relationship.
Minister AJ, do we have you now?
Yeah.
Let's catch you fast. Listen, we're up to making romance our idol. What do you have to say?
Yeah, when you come to church and hang out with all the dry folk, that look bad, that look like they got hit by a laundry truck, you listen, all you have left sometimes in some of these dry churches is romance. You want to go home and get to the only one in the church that put lotion on. You want to get there fast, because some of these people in church, they think because you look dry and you're foaming at the mouth and your breath is thinking that you closer to God and that your skirt is long, but that ain't it. That ain't it. We need to bring it back. We got to have a romance check in the church. Bible says greet your neighbor with a holy kiss, but some of these people we don't even want to look at them. You know what I'm saying? So yes, sometimes listen, to keep your mind off of everything that happens at church, you gotta make romance your idol.
Oh, he said make romance.
Make romance your idol.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Wait.
Yeah.
I can't mess with you. I cannot mess with you. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay.
Put your back.
He's gone again. Okay, so
He's
what happens when you make image? What happens when you make image your idol, Pastor Charlotte?
I didn't hear you.
What happens when you make your image your idol?
My image? That's what you're saying? Because you're fading in and out on my side.
You want to make it about you?
No. No, I'm trying to hear you because you're fading in and out on my end.
Okay. All right. When you make your image your idol.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
Your image.
When you make your image your idol.
Okay. On my end, is the sound is going in and out. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. That's what we do. We help one another. Because I can't.
I got you, Pastor. I got you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. Uh-oh. See the phone acting up. So what I make the image? All right. So sometimes, let me see. I probably got somebody in mind. Let me think. To make the image, all about them. So, right, all about them. So, yes, I have seen, because I've been a lot of places, so I've seen folks act crazy in church. So, they were coming late, and it's all about them, and they'll come from the back of the church and walk to the front of the church, and because they felt that church wasn't going to go until they got there, they felt that nothing would move. They the one that gotta sing, they're the one that gotta do the prayer, they're the ones that has to be in the on every board, and it's all about them. So they feel that nothing that they can nothing in the church can happen, not only without them, but if they're not present, and they need everyone to call them. So they became the idol of the church because they're not even listening to the pastor.
Right, right, right.
They are the pastor. They are, they're the usher, they're everybody. Everybody comes to them. So they become that, they feel that they're the important person of all.
Yes, absolutely. Pastor Ed, they make their image their idol.
Well, that tends to be a great problem because when you lack transparency and you have this image of self-righteous piety, you're building up your everything that you're really not. When, and I say when because it's going to happen, when others discover the true you, a lot of folks in the church are disappointed. I've seen people leave a church because, let's just say, the pastor built up this false image of they're grandiose. It was a personality based church. Everything was about that pastor and his or her image, just speaking in general. And then God allows you to be exposed. I guess that's the best term that I can use.
Humanity
So
show up.
yeah, exactly. So it's best, and I'm not saying just lay all your dirty laundry out before the church, but people are looking for real and transparent leadership that can let them understand, listen, God delivered me from whatever it is, or he's keeping me from whatever it was. And so if God can deliver me and he can bring me to this place, he can do the same for you. But when you have this image of perfection, you were born, already speaking in tongues and jumping and shouting, or whatever the terminology you want to use, others feel that they can't measure up. And many times they give up. But like I said, the high places, God will bring them down.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk about prosperity. Prosperity becoming your idol. Lady A and Pastor AJ, prosperity becoming your idol.
Unfortunately, that's a very, very commonplace. And to be quite honest, it's become commonplace whether it's a new convert, a new believer, or even folks have been saved all their life. And I think it's because we have strayed away from the pure gospel, and we're trying to manipulate people to join our churches. So we preach prosperity message, and I mean we as in the body, because we're one body. But we're preaching prosperity messages to manipulate them for their membership, right? God's going to give you a new house, a new car, and then when it don't happen, now because you didn't teach me how to trust in God, so now I have no reason to stay at your church. I have no reason to stay here because what you said was going to happen has not manifested, right? So prosperity has become a means of evangelism. Isn't that horrible? So now we're not preaching Jesus. We're trying to gather them by making them believe that God is some type of genie, some type of sugar bear or sugar daddy, And so what we have done is we have painted a picture that that we can't hold on to, we can't hold up, we can't measure up to, giving people prosperity that we don't have.
Right.
And if we teach it the other way, teach them God first, teach them holiness first, righteousness first, and then let them learn their way to the prosperity, then we wouldn't look so bad as a people. You know, because I wonder why, even candid, transparent moment. I said, Lord, why is it that our black churches, the majority of them are storefronts, but if you look at Caucasian churches, they're cathedral, they're they're big churches, and I think it's because of the mentality of the prosperity gospel, but no fruit of the gospel.
Right.
Yes,
Wow. Wow. That's heavy. Come on, Minister AJ. Let's go with this prosperity idol.
Yeah, I think a lot of times when you've never had anything your whole life and now you get something tangible in your hands, some people go crazy. I believe that God wants us to have wealth. He'll give you the power to get wealth, but a lot of people take it too far. A lot of leaders just take it too far. And we've got to teach more on the principles of having money. Because I've been there where I sat in church and they say, you know, you give all your money. And there's something wrong if, you know, I'm giving all my money to you, you look prosperous, but then when I get back home, my lights is cut out. That's an issue. Something's wrong with that. And I believe that we have to read about prosperity and you know, in the context of what God wants us to have and how he wants us to have it. Because there's nothing wrong with money. You know, money answereth all things, you know, all problems, but you know, you can't have the love of money. And I think some people just take it too far. You know, we're trying to show a prosperous God, but the way we're doing it sometimes is just wrong. The money, the cars, the flash, and we're just too flashy with it. You know, we gotta bring it down. There's nothing wrong with, you know, and I believe that if the leader is prosperous, also he should be able to teach the congregants how to get prosperous. But if you preaching prosperity, and you can't tell me step one or what I should be doing, faith without works is dead, how to access it through faith, then I think something's wrong with it, you know. And if the leader, and I'll say it, is driving a Rolls Royce and then the toilet in the church don't have a toilet seat, then something's wrong. Something wrong with this prosperity, because I believe that God does things in decency and he does things in order.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You two just spoke some heavy stuff. You leaders got to wake up and get this together. We're going to close on this one. Let's talk about the career that becomes the idol. Okay. Let's start with you, Pastor Charlene.
the career. A lot of times with the career part, you know, that goes back to where that they work all the time. One of the things that I for myself that had happened, I used to work, excuse me, in the post office, and they wanted me to work on Sunday, and they wouldn't allow me to do anything. This is when I first was starting out in the church, and they wouldn't allow me to be able to take any day off. They wouldn't let me, you know, during the week. It would always do something where that I couldn't go. And so a lot of people would say, well, why, you know, you need to eat. You need to be able to pay your bills. You need to be able. And then one of the times in the church, I had remembered that. And my thing was, but for me to get to God, because he said that he will supply all my needs. So when people would come and say that, I would say to them that, you know, the job, remember who got you the job. Remember who was able to help you to pass the test. Remember the person that at the end of the day, if the job shut down, you're going to be calling on Jesus and asking him to help you and to be able for your career to blossom. Step in and go. Oh, and the step. Y'all can see me because I went out on my end. Anyway, so even within. Oh, I don't see you. Keep going. Y'all can hear me though?
Keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So
We can.
anyway, okay. So anyway, so when they take their career and they decide that, you know, my career is more important than me coming to church. You know, so a lot of times, you know, you have to be able to put your stuff in order of what you want to be able, what's important to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, thank you,
Y'all hear
Pastor
me?
A. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, she's go. Pastor A. You know they make the career their idol.
Well, let me tell you, you have to be very careful. And well, you know, from personal experience, you know, there was a time where in corporate America, thought everything was going on, money was going to keep running, and then all of a sudden the company collapsed. I don't care what your career is. I don't care what your educational background is, your expertise. You've always got to put God first. God is the one who gives you the ability to obtain the knowledge, and to attain the position that you may be in your career. So you want to keep God at the forefront of it, because when all of that other stuff passes away, let me tell you, in corporate America, you're only as good as your last success for that company. And corporate America will drop you like a rock, even smaller companies. But God is always going to be there. He's always your supply. That career may just be a tool that God is using in order to supply you at this particular moment. But if you put it before God and you don't have God to keep you know, filling your cup when it empties out, then you're going to find yourself in a bad place. So, you know, your gifts will make room for you and take you before great people, but you've got to keep God at the forefront.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pastor AJ and Lady A, you know what's to say about this career thing? You know how it becomes an idol.
You know, that's a real heavy one, because I've seen so many instances where us pastors or prophets will give a word to the people about what God is going to do in their lives, and the increase that they're going to receive, and the jobs and the promotions that they're going to receive. And then after they receive it, they dart on God, they dart on absolutely everything else that matters. And it's so heart-wrenching when you see people change to what is more tangible, but what they don't understand is that it runs out.
Right.
You belong to a kingdom and does not run out being submitted to God. It's so heart-wrenching that people desire the wealth of the world rather than
Right, right.
to be
Absolutely,
seated.
absolutely,
Can I,
absolutely.
can I say one thing, Pastor Steph?
Sure, sure.
Because the reality is, whether it's the career, whether it's the prosperity, whether it's the family, whether it's our image, right? These are all things that I believe are God's will. What so anything in our life, even down to the car that's sitting in the driveway, whether it could be a pair of sneakers, anything has the potential to become an idol. What we have to do is learn how to, and I like what Minister AJ said, teach people the principle of stewardship.
Right.
That's it. That's
And
the key.
how to be a good steward. Because God, He says in His Word, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. These things are God's will. The first promise in the Bible was to the family. God told Abraham, through you, all the families of the earth are going to be blessed. So these are all God's design. But man, and in our humanity, us being able to touch and handle things, we always take it and we manipulate the thing that God meant to bless us, whether it's the career, the image, whether it's the car, the house, the wife, whatever it may be.
That's
We
right.
have to learn, especially as pastors, our job to teach proper stewardship. What do I do when God blesses me?
Right.
What do I do when God does, He fulfills what He spoke concerning my life? I got to learn how to still be steadfast and unmovable and abound in the work of the Lord.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. Minister AJ, take it home for us. Give us the wrap up. Give us the wrap up like Pastor AJ just did.
You got to give me the question again.
Oh,
Please.
Just making anything your idol. Give us the wrap up. We're getting ready to close this segment. So just give a word on, and just making anything your idol, and what God feels about it.
It's definitely the worst thing that you can do, because anything that you put before God, it's not going to work out. There's so many of us that realize, and they say we go from the same relationship over and over and over and over again. You're dealing with the same type of people, and it's the same type of drama. It's not going to work out until you put God first. We know that God is a jealous God, and anything that's related to jealousy, is it good? Is the person who's jealous of you happy? If they're, you know what I mean? If they're jealous of you, it's the outcome is not going to be happiness. It's not going to be love, and in God's case, it's probably going to end up being wrath. So that's the worst thing that we could do, is push anything ahead of. We've got to make God first, and we will save ourselves a lot of trouble by putting God first in all that we do.
Right. All right. All right. Very, very, very good wrap up. And we are so appreciative of having the Hills join us tonight for our church folk segment. What an asset you have been to this segment. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to be with you again tomorrow night. Thank you so much, Pastor AJ and Lady Hill, for just being a blessing to us tonight. And we pray you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Good night.
We are moving into our the Due Time crew. Meet the Due Time crew. We're all joining forces now, so you can get a chance to see everybody tonight and chat it. Shantice is gonna come down and she's gonna join me in a minute. But who do I have with me? Is that Mr. Techie Talk up there? Is that you, Dwayne? Is that you? How you the tech man? You can't even hear me.
Pastor, step at you.
Yeah, yes. So we got our techie talk. Let me get close to the screen. We've got our techie talk. We've got, who's that? That's Pastor Ed. We've got Elder Natisha. Then we have, we still got Pastor Charlene. We got AJ. Who's that in the background?
Al Bottom.
Lady Tamika. And on the bottom we have Brother Al. We only missing one more. So I'm gonna relocate while they get everybody pulled up. So let's get this conversation going.
Hi, everybody.
How are y'all doing?
How's everybody doing?
Doing fine.
How are you?
Everything's everything.
Where's Pastor KL?
Oh, there he is. I see him at the bottom. Pastor KL.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
He's in the chocolate zone.
I'm in the chocolate factory.
It's so wonderful to see all of you. I want to just, first of all, we want to give a shout out to It's Personalized for the shirts that we all have on.
Yeah, definitely.
You look good in them. You look good in your shirts. Let's just talk about, what your experience has been like since we've been doing this little virtual experience. Come on, I really want to start with you, Dwayne. We haven't heard from you at all because
I like computers.
All this kind of stuff. So,
I like computers a lot.
What have you been seeing? How does it feel? What did you say? I don't know. What did you say?
I like computers.
We know you like computers, but what has your experience been like this week with the virtual experience?
Hi guys. Hey, listen. I've been doing work with computers for over 20-something years, and I really enjoy it. It's my ministry. I love what I do. It actually got me from New York City down to Indiana, where I currently work at, for about 4 charter schools down here. And you know, I've been working with Stephanie for gosh, over 20 plus years, right? Stephanie?
Yeah, almost 30 years, almost 30.
Almost 30 years, yeah. And Pastor Perry, I work with him. I'm dying to work with everybody else, including our dear friend AJ Jackson.
You want to work with me?
I'm dying to work with
I think you need to come work on my computers first.
You're free access, brother. No problem. But it's a blessing to work with you all. It's a blessing to work behind the scenes. You know, I love myself with Stephanie, man. It's, you know, we go way back, and I love everything you're doing. I love that God is blessing you and anointing you to make all this possible, make it all happen. Shantice, girl, you're awesome. You're awesome. You know you're my daughter, right? Did your mother tell you that you're my daughter? Huh? Yeah. We got the same smile, see? We got the same smile, sweetheart.
That's us.
That's, you know what? She said, who's that in the middle? Is that us?
Who's on the right?
That's Pastor Ed.
Pastor Ed, you know you've been hanging out with me for a minute. 20 years.
Yes.
You've been hanging out with me 21 years.
21.
We've done so many things together. What is it like working with the DUE Time crew?
I tell you, it's awesome. Everybody has their unique personality, that special gift that they bring to the mix. So I'm really enjoying this, and this is a whole different platform. Like you said, we've been together 21 years, and we've done a little bit of everything from the stage to video, film, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm so happy about this next level to where God is taking you. He has blessed you to be so creative, and not just creative, but you know, spiritually in depth. Like you actually hear the voice of God speaking to you, and not you don't just hear him, but you actually obey and do what he tells you to do. And there were some times where we're like, this is crazy. There's no way we can do it. But God said it to her, and she's like, we're doing it. And so here we are. And I know that this week, I know God has anointed it and he's going to bless it, because it has been crazy. The various things that have taken place leading up to this, I was beginning to wonder what was going on. And now I understand God is doing some great things, and he has some great things in store. So I'm happy, I'm glad I can see everyone's face, but even hearing you online, or what is it, on podcasts, has been a great experience.
All right, all right. That's late night t-shirt.
Yes.
Okay. Late Elsa night t-shirt. Y'all stop laughing at me.
She would be lost without me.
You have joined this crazy group of people. What is it like?
I think she's muted.
Is she muted?
I think she's muted.
Pay that cell phone bill.
Dwayne, can you help us?
She got to pay that cell phone bill.
Everybody can stop paying their cell phone bills away.
The text says unmute yourself.
You're muted.
She's muted on her. She's muted.
Are you talking to me?
She has to unmute herself.
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Are you?
I can hear you.
Mute? Are you a mute? Do something.
Sing something. Sing something.
She's a mute. She's a mute.
Are you? She's teaching us sign language.
You know what?
Well, tell her to go out.
Tell her not Tisha, go out and come right back in. Maybe that'll help. Okay.
But you could tell her because you can't.
Okay, who's in the middle?
Pastor
Charlotte. Pastor Charlotte, you got 7 minutes. You got 7 minutes to tell us what it's like working with this crazy group of people here.
I love it. I love it. We all are so different. I wouldn't change this for the world. I'm not even leaving if y'all put me out. So I'm gonna be like Trump. I ain't going nowhere.
Right. That's right.
I love it. I love all of y'all. It's just, it just gives me that to really, go. I was sad. I wanted to fight because I wasn't able to get on when my voice was gone. But I thank God for each and every one of y'all. I really miss y'all. And the most of all, we get to see each other. That's what I'm really loving, because now you hear the voice all the time, and now we get to see, even when we have our meetings, but now everybody is here. So, it's just a blessing to work with all of y'all. Is my 7 minutes up yet? Because I might sing a song. I feel like
It is.
singing. Oh, I
It's
know
up.
this you minute, Jay.
Your minutes is up. It's over. You
Okay.
used up all the minutes this morning.
Elder Nitisha, can you hear us now?
We can't hear you.
She's doing a Milli Vanilli. Whose favorite group? Milli Vanilli?
She got laryngitis.
So does it say mute at the
Pastor KL.
Metro PCS.
You're working with me again. It's been so many years. What is it like working with everybody?
Oh man, it's truly a blessing. From the days of you changing my diaper, to now, it's been a blessing. but seriously, when we first started, we went to church. We was at the church, but we wasn't really in church. And now we are the church. So it's definitely a blessing on how we've come full circle. And to meet these wonderful women and men of God, this is the opportunity to see the body of Christ at work. And it's a blessing. It's really, really a blessing. And I'm enjoying it.
All right.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
We
me
can
now?
hear you now. The chocolate factory had to speak in order for you to be heard.
See, it took the man of God. The man of God released the power. He released the power.
Hallelujah.
Hi, family. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good, good.
With, all crazy people.
I absolutely love each and every one of them. It's like going to the family reunion and you got all your crazy uncles and cousins and everybody at the reunion, and you're trying to figure out if Pastor KL actually drinks or not. You wondering if AJ smokes, like is he on that stuff? You just trying to figure out.
What'd you say?
You're just trying to figure out. You're trying to figure out who's who. But I love it. I love all of the personalities. Wayne is up there looking creepy with a glove on. You just don't know what's going on. You don't know. I just you don't know who's who at the family reunion.
That sounds like my phone.
But I love it. I love it. I love all the personalities.
We love you too, sweetheart.
Wonderful. Yes,
Yes.
you are a wonderful
Love you
addition to the
too.
team of the crazies.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? You can act just as crazy when you're ready to. You just go right in line. Wonderful. Wonderful. As we are going around, the circle, and we're finishing up this conga line, if you have any questions for the DUE Time crew, put it in the chat. Okay, put it in the chat. Let us know if you got any questions. We got a quick few minutes. We got about 15 more minutes, and then we're out of here. And we will be back again another day this week. So I'm not even going to tell you which day, but the rest of the week is so powerful that you're going to want to make sure you're there. You don't know when this crazy right? And we don't know everybody's availability. You have 10 of us here right now. So the only one we're missing is Kim. It's Pastor Kim.
Oh, yeah.
If you have any questions, put it in the chat, okay? Lady Tamika.
Sing.
You changed hairstyles on us.
Sing, sweetheart.
Somebody's getting some feedback.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I was saying, what is it like, living in this crazy, being with these crazy people?
Kind of like a can of
Kind of like a can of mixed nuts. You got your macadamias, you got your almonds, you got your peanuts, but they're all in one can. You know what? They all work together. So, you wouldn't have the flavor of the, you missed a little bit without the cashews. So it's a jar of nuts, but
wow.
I love them. I wouldn't change a thing.
Wow. You are a wonderful addition to the team.
I love y'all.
I want to really
I love you.
Lady Tamika, as we call her. Oh, they ain't even listening to me. They ain't listening to me. Listen to me. That's like y'all trying to tell the kids to stop playing in the classroom. I just want to say this to everybody. Lady Tamika came out of nowhere, for real. She was not ever sought after. I didn't know her, and she was associated with Brother Al. And after a while, it was just like, you know what? She's always on. And you know what? I think she has some substance to her. So let me just see if she can flow. So I called up and I asked her. I was like, you're not on till 10 o'clock at work. So, what do you think about it? She was like, I'll do it. And look at what of an asset she has become to the team. And we are loving having you, Tamika. Really.
Amen. That's the gas lady.
Thanks, guys.
Excuse me, and you just as crazy. You and you are just as crazy.
Who, me?
Yes, you. All right, so now we're moving to chop of the morning, chop of the morning. What's up, Brother Al?
Chop of the afternoon, chop of the night. Oh yeah. How you doing, Nana?
So, what is it like working? What is it like for you, Brother Al, working with all these people?
Oh man,
crazy people.
It's fun. Just enjoy it. Enjoying it. I'm also learn some things from listening to them as well. And I look forward to it because I know we're gonna get some laughter and we're gonna learn some things. We're gonna hear some testimonies, that can help me. I've heard some things like made me think to say, wow, that's deep right there. So I love it. It's great.
Well, all of you are just such a wonderful addition. And now, before we go to our anchor all the time, we're gonna talk to Shantice. You're the baby of the group.
Remember, you're the baby of the group.
My baby girl.
Your father said hi. Your father.
You ain't too old for a beating.
It has been a true blessing. Again, like you said, I've been on Dale since I was 9. Dwayne since I was like 9. Pastor Ed since I was 13? 13. So they literally watched me grow up. They had a year in me growing up. Minister A, I've known him since 05. So in meeting Pastor Charlene, meeting Elder Natisha, I haven't met Lady Tamika in person yet, but we've been talking on the phone like we grew up together. But just meeting them and just like having such a connection, I really feel so blessed to be around, clergy and people who are like making noise in the Christian arena. And it's like, wow, I never thought I'd be able to be in this type of circle like this. And it's like, God, how did I end up in this circle? Like, wow. Like, okay, it's not like I'm just going with just regular congregants. You talk about elders and pastors and ministers, and it's just like, wow. And then, having a pastor mommy ain't always easy, but it's true.
Beat the kids, train them up in the way that they should go.
Challenging. Yes, but it's always been a true blessing. She's always raised me pretty much the same, even before she gave her life to God. It's just kind of amped up some when she, gave her life, but it is really a blessing. And, again, growing up with them and even in our biological family, just silliness. I can't be around no boring stuff. So this is I can't be bored.
Minister AJ, as always, you're the anchor. What is it like working with? Well, now you get a chance
Yang
to
yang.
everybody, even if it's virtual. And we almost didn't have you there. But what is it like working with all of these crazy people?
I can't really hear nothing you saying.
You be like, what is he on? What is cousin AJ?
I said, what is it like working with all these crazy people?
Oh, now I understand what you're saying. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's definitely a pleasure working with all these crazy people and all the crazy personalities. But it's a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of laughs, and so many different views and perspectives. I love it. So many different ministry gifts on here. It's a pleasure, I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not one for the virtue thing, but I'm learning.
Why you got the eye that you closing to the camera? You're supposed to squint and then open the eye to the camera. Goodness gracious.
I have to say,
I don't know anything. I don't know what she's saying.
I think the best description that was given on here tonight was Elder Natisha, who said it's like going to a family reunion and getting a chance to meet all the family. Every uncle, every aunt, every drunk, everyone that just want to fight.
Right.
Everybody has their signature. And when you said that, I was like, yeah. And, it's to be in the company of such wealth. I mean, I feel like I'm rich just being with you all. And,
Agreed.
I feel like I got elevated like 4 or 5 levels. God just kind of brought me up a little closer to Him, just being in the company of you all. So I can't wait. I want all of you who are watching to put your comments, and what we're going to do is we're going to gather those questions, and when we come back later this week, we're going to get those questions out there and let the Due Time crew answer your questions, okay? So that's how we're going to do it now. We're getting ready to wrap it up. I want to thank the Due Time crew for joining us tonight and just giving us an opportunity to just look at one another and enjoy such a wonderful, spectacular job. I give God thanks for everybody who was ill and actually who was able to make it. I'm going to do my closing now while we're all on. Put your phones on you, put your devices on you, because this is only one closing you're going to get.
We look like the Brady Bunch. Look at this thing.
Mute
We look like the Brady Bunch.
except for me. Okay.
Right.
To all of our viewers and all of our listeners, we want to thank you for joining us today. Today was a power-packed day. And it really was a power-packed day. We got a whole lot of stuff. It's never like
She's
that.
holding out t-shirts.
Dwayne, what is Dwayne doing?
Her mic get on and she get crazy.
But thank you all for joining us today. And make sure you check us out in the morning. We're on in the morning. The women of worship are on in the morning. Our socially conscious segment, our techie talk with Dwayne, and our faith over fear with Pastor Charlotte is tomorrow. Okay, so God spares life. If you wake up, make sure you pick us up. And if you happen to miss us, you can always go back on all of the platforms that we're on. And make sure you join us tomorrow night, God spares, at 8 o'clock. Oh, we got a night for you. I want to thank the Hills for helping me co-host. They did a fantastic job. Oh my goodness gracious. I want to thank all of my Due Time crew who helped hold it down all the time. I want to thank Dwayne and Anika for holding down the tech department, and Teresa for holding down the tech department. Big ups to you all. I want to thank you for listening. You've been listening too. It's Due Time with Pastor Steph. Join us Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and all week at 8 o'clock p.m. to discuss matters of the heart, mind, and spirit. As you go through your day, make sure you set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on the earth. They will only serve as a distraction. Remember, prayer changes things. It's Pastor Steph signing off. I thank you so much, guests, for being with me and helping to make this virtual experience volume 1, day 2, amazing. I thank you for viewing. I love you.
Love you, Renee.
Love you, Renee.
Who said that?
Love you, Renee.